Hey Spartans, Brian Shantosh, and this week on Spartan Stand, I want to talk to you about your mood. I like to say, don't let your mood have majority vote. Don't let your mood affect the decisions that you know you should be making just because you don't feel like making them. I don't feel good today, I'm not going to do what I'm supposed to do. My mood is going to have the majority of vote on whether or not I move through and do what people expect me to do, what I intended to do, what my responsibilities say I should be doing. And I think when our mood is driving our decision-making process, this can lead to being disappointed with yourself. This could lead to being frustrated with yourself, creating negative feedback mechanisms in loops that you're constantly disappointed and you feel like a failure, or self-doubt creeps in, or you start writing your narrative that, I just can't keep my timeline, or I'm just lazy, or I'm just that. And when I turn it all back, I think about, you're living your life in reaction or response to your mood. When does that get the majority vote on what we're supposed to do? And so how I like to work it is be sitting down and I have triggers, right? And when I find myself saying something either in my head or out loud, and it's like, that's a trigger that I'm about to do something that I really try or I practice in my life not to do. For example, it would be, I just not in the mood today to work out. And I'm like, I just said I'm not in the mood today. That's an opportunity for me to check in. Okay, I don't feel like working out, but what am I supposed to do? What should I do? I can start asking myself some better educated questions. I can allow my mood to have a vote, but it's not the majority vote on whether or not I work out. And that's mindfulness right there in a super simple nutshell. I don't feel good today. I don't feel good. Okay, does that mean that I'm not going to do this or I'm not going to do that? Does that mean that I just don't have to go to work today? And then I can start asking myself some responsible questions like, okay, what am I supposed to do today? What's expected of me today? What are my responsibilities? Who's counting on me? What is the effect that me not going to work today going to have on my cohorts or my colleagues that are at work, or my finances, or what else have you? And I can put myself into a rational place to use other information, and then I can say, okay, what's my vote going to be? Mood says don't do it. Responsibilities say do it. Finances say doesn't matter. My peers, they'll be okay with it. Then maybe when I collect all the votes, I go to work or I don't go to work. But what I'm not doing is I don't feel good. I don't feel like doing this, so then I'm not going to do it. We can put this into practice in everything we do. Or when our mood starts driving our decisions, we are setting ourselves up for failure. On the flip side of this, I'm feeling good. My mood could drive the vote, and I can find myself doing great and wonderful things. However, you don't give your mood the majority vote. You ask yourself the question, okay, I feel good right now. I could do 5 extra reps, or I could add 10 extra pounds. Well, is that appropriate? Is that responsible? Is that the right thing to do? What effect is that going to have on my next set, right? And so we can bring in rational decision making in with our feelings, our emotional decision making, and we can give everybody a vote, and then we can take charge of what we're going to decide to do. So even though it's one example on the negative, one example on the positive, I'm not giving the mood 100% say all. I'm not giving it 60% say all. And I'm not saying that mood can't have 48% voting power and all the time. It can have 10% voting power sometimes, but it never ever has 51% voting power. If you can have that in your head when you're living your life, you're going to be more productive, you're going to be more successful, you're going to be happier. Others around you are going to say, that guy's a mover, he's a shaker, he's just doing things. And that's the positive feedback loop that we want to create in our daily lives. Again, I'm Brian Shantosh on Spartan Stand. I'm part of the Spartan Up podcast series where we bring you information, ideas, tips, tricks, whatever, almost every day of the week here on the Spartan series. Look forward to seeing you next week.